Hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in again to another Popcorn TV podcast episode. Today we have a special guest in here. This is a good friend of mine. I'm gonna call her just like her face, but now I don't want to get her name all messed up. Laquetta Muldrew, the owner of Legendary Insurance Brokerage. Now, I wanted her to come on here and really explain to y'all the insurance, and because a lot of people really don't know about how this stuff works. And I got some questions for her, and when all of this is over, she's gonna be tagged in here. She have all her information where you can contact her about insurance and businesses, and we just gonna get started. But again, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you came by again. I told you once before. You always locked in with me because you know what? You was one of the first ones that came, and when I was just starting off, I saw your heart is really dedicated to doing this, and I came across your video and you was explaining this stuff, and I was like, man, I want you to come on, and so I'm behind you 100%. So that mean a lot, you know what I mean, that you came in the beginning stages. You just came out, and we've been rocking ever since. You always got a spot here. I don't care if I get 1 million views, million followers. You always got a spot here with me. So that's enough of me talking. Well, I want you explain to people like who you are, your insurance, what you about, because I got some questions for you too.
Okay. Yes, and thank you for having me again.
Yeah, for sure.
I got a lot of leads off of that first interview we had.
Oh, that's good to know.
You helped me get my name out there because I'm doing it on my own now instead of with actually being captive to an actual company now. I'm the owner and the operator of Legendary Insurance Brokerage. I've been in the insurance business for, this is my 12th year. If God let me see May. This will be my 12th year doing insurance. I became a broker as of today 3 years ago. This is when I birthed Legendary Insurance Brokerage.
Interesting.
That was the best decision I could have ever made.
Wow.
Was coming out on my own, doing my own thing, working for me.
You know, that's interesting that you say that. I don't mean to cut you off, but a lot of people are afraid to take that step because we kind of stuck in our, the regular way. So you took that step, and it's been 3 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
You so much. Yes, and the LS stands for Laquetta.
Yeah.
And my middle name is Shimon. My last name is Muldrew. I'm Brandon LSM, who I am. I'm a Hope native. I was born and raised in Hope. I moved to Texarkana 11 and a half years ago. Raised my children. They all are grown and gone. Now it's about me.
Yeah.
And me helping out my community as well. Texarkana have showed me a lot of love in these last 11 and a half years of doing insurance. I enjoy what I do. I love helping people. It's not about you just buying insurance from me. It's about me giving you the knowledge about insurance. Because I hear all the time, insurance is a scam. It's a scam. It's not a scam, baby, I promise you. It's a scam until you need it. That's when it actually covers your house, covers your loved one, covers your vehicle. It covers anything that is attached to you. It's what it's called, insurance. And it's always best to have it. I tell my kids all the time when they have car payments, pay that insurance first. Because if something go wrong with it, the insurance going to pay for that car to be paid off. So
that's important that it's funny that you say that because my vehicles, sometimes people be like, man, I wouldn't let nobody, man, I got insurance on that. Man, that insurance gonna take care of that. And a lot of people feel like insurance is a scam, in my opinion, because they don't understand what they have.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So when I'm gonna start it off like this. So What made you get into insurance? Like being like, you know.
I'm gonna be honest. What made me get into insurance? I was working for a job that wasn't paying me nothing, and you know how when you work looking for work, you got kids that are small that depends on you. You want to make some money.
Yeah, for sure.
So I filled out an application. The guy called me for an interview, asked me had I ever did insurance before. I was like, He told me, you know, the pros and the cons of it. And I was like, okay. He's like, you got to take a test. So I went and took my test. I flunked the test the first time because I was nervous. Yeah. Okay, so I go back the second time and I pass it with flying colors. All 3 of my tests. Okay. I started working Texarkana, Arkansas. I started working the community of Texarkana, Arkansas first. It took me a while to win people over. A good year. I was on foot, knocking doors, letting people know what I was doing, who I am, and you know what I was representing, and things of that nature. So once I got the community of Texarkana, Arkansas, to actually let me inside their homes and come in there and service them, I really gained a lot of respect from a lot of people.
For sure.
And so that's how I end up in insurance. It wasn't that I was looking to say, I want to be an insurance agent. No, I was looking to take care of my kids. And to not only just take care of them, to have freedom to where if something go wrong with them, I don't have to worry about saying, hey, can I use my PTO I got to take off, my baby got a game, or my baby got something going on with him at school, or the job allowed me to be free. So
that's very important.
I liked that, because a lot of jobs you work, you sitting at a desk, you can't move.
Right.
And so it gave me the freedom that I wanted, plus the money that I wanted to make. I was able to make it. And I seen a career in it. It wasn't a job to me anymore. It was actually a career. So I worked for a company for 9 years and decided after the 9 years, they changed their contract. That made me change my mind because I came there for money. I'm going to leave by my money.
For sure.
So I left there and became my own broker. I met a nice older lady that's still my mentor to this day. And she got me connected with a group to help me become a broker, to where I can get appointments without being captive to just one company. I'm able to work with several companies. Right now I have over probably 25 companies that I can write for. So I tell people all the time, if this company don't work, I can get you with this one. I can get you insured. Don't worry about that. So I started doing that, and then I just basically write like life policy. Then I got the car insurance involved. And then I started doing the homeowners insurance and renters insurance.
Look at that. You done grew. Because I think the first time we did that, you wasn't into the car and stuff first. So now look at you. You're growing. Look at that.
And now, not only that, I've added, what can I say? The IULs where you can invest. Like for people that are entrepreneurs that don't have a 401k, and they have to put a little money aside to make sure that they can retire like everybody else that do work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I have a policy where I can get them covered to where they can have a retirement when they decide that they want to retire. And they ain't got to retire at 65 or 75 years old. You make it work for you to where you can retire when you want to retire.
Now, that's an interesting way to start off, because I want to get into the policies and what all of these policies mean. So I know you familiar with it now. So what type of policies do they have when it comes to like life insurance?
Oh, they have different types of life insurance. You can do the regular life insurance policy, which is the whole life. The term. And then now we have what is still a whole life policy. It's a guaranteed issue. You remember I was talking about that one. That's the one that no matter how sick you are, you can have cancer, heart failure, we still insure you with that policy. Also, we have what we call Index Universal Life Policy. That's the IUL. That's the investment policy.
Okay.
That actually pay you in the future. So, there are different types of policy. And then, if I hadn't got into the annuities yet. Also,
didn't I get an IUL policy, do you?
You did.
Oh, look at that. See, we ain't just talking. I did one too. Yep. See there? Yeah, go ahead.
So, what they say, you on your way to financial freedom.
Exactly. So I had a question for you. Because they always send you papers in the mail, life insurance, term life. So I had a question. Why would a term life insurance policy be good? Like what would make, like, I guess what I'm saying is, what is the benefits of these different policies? Why wouldn't somebody just get one policy?
The benefit of a term policy to me, it's a lower price.
Oh.
But a term is basically what it is. It's only for a certain amount of time. And after you get to a certain age, like normally they have terms for 10, 20, or 30 years. Okay, say for instance, the older you are, when that term is over, we can get you over to an actual whole life policy, but it's going to be for the age that you are for all those years.
Oh, so I get what you said. So basically, you could get a term, and because a term is a set price, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you could get a term, but the whole time you on that term, once that term expires, then when you actually try to get a whole life, it'll be higher. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you went all them years with that term. Mm-hmm. So basically, if you would have got the whole life in the beginning, it would have stayed that same price all the time.
That's right.
I never thought about that like this. See, that makes sense. Yep. So if you wait, the longer you wait, the higher your policy will be.
That's right. So it's best to get the whole life at the beginning while you're still young.
Yeah.
That's the premium that you'll pay for the life of it. It never goes up. It never goes down. It stays the same. The face amount still stay the same. If you have a $50 to $100 to $1 million policy, that policy is going to stay the same for the duration of that actual policy. It don't change at all. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fan of term. I'm not gonna sell you a term policy. I'm gonna give you a quote for a whole life. Now, a lot of people choose this term because it's cheaper. Cheap ain't always good. It's going to get since you're still young. You're going to get the policy at that younger age and keep it. Like I tell my kids, life insurance to me is like paying my light bill, my water bill. It's something that I need. And the only reason why I say there's something that I need is because 11 and a half years ago, I buried my mama without life insurance. There was a strain on me and my siblings. She didn't have a husband that we could have said, hey, your wife died, you got to bury your wife. Nah, me and my siblings had to come up with, just think about it. You grieving your mom's death. You go to the funeral home, say she died on a Saturday. You go to the funeral home that Monday. They tell you you need $4,400 before they could touch her by Thursday. And don't even worry about no funeral that Saturday. $4,400 you got to come up with. A lot of people don't have that in their account to come up with.
You're absolutely right.
So it's best to pay a little now and get a lot later, if that makes sense.
You know, it's funny because when people, I know you use the term expire, when people expire, how is still costing you money?
Because you can't, as I tell people, we can't afford to die.
Man, I know it. Like, you putting this in the ground, how is it 12, 14, 20,000? I mean, it's all kind of prices when it comes to these funeral expenses, and they going up.
Yes. I don't even sell a $10,000 policy anymore. If you come to me, I'm not selling you a $10,000.
Right.
Now, if you want to buy it, I will, but I'm going to try to get you to say, hey, let's go up to 15.
Yeah.
Let's go up to 20. And the policies are the companies I write for. What I've learned is they are cheaper than the other company that I ever worked for. To have to come out to your house and actually get your payment.
Right.
It's a lot cheaper. You know, I can get a kid a $20,000 policy for $8, and this is whole life. You see what I'm saying?
Dang, y'all heard what she said? See, that's why y'all need to contact her, because, see, that it'll stay that price the entire lifespan of them.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And $20,000, they can get a little bit done.
Yeah.
They can get something done.
Yeah.
It's one of the things you said, and I think that's a big problem that people run into when loved ones gone. And I'm gonna tell you something. Just by watching you, I want to give you a testimony, because just by watching you, you changed my whole perspective on life. Man, everybody under my umbrella covered. Yeah, I'm covering all them expenses, but shoot, if anything happened to anybody, I can live with knowing, like, shoot, when you told me that story about your mama, I called you, I got my mama covered.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
And you guess what? It's been over 2 years now. So you know what I'm saying? So like, it made me think, like, in the situation I'm in, if something happened to my mama, everybody gonna come to me, be like, yeah, you gotta do it. And they ain't gonna help.
They always look at the one that's the strongest.
Yeah.
That's how they look at it. And I tell adult kids that have parents that are still living, put some insurance on mom, put some insurance on dad. It ain't all got to be about mom, you burying mom, because mom might have her own, or dad may have their own. This is something that leave for you. Like, just say, for instance, mama might be the one that help you pay a bill here and there, because we all fall short with funds. So why not have something put up from mama and daddy? I tell people that all the time. I talk to my siblings about it. You put some insurance on your daddy. You better put some insurance on your mama. You know what I'm saying? It's that's a good thing to do. It creates generational wealth. This could be some money that you can use to start a business with that can help your kids. Insurance is what it is. Insurance.
And you know what? Thinking about it from that term, like, you think about this. Like, let's just say you have, in a sense, you have older family members that are still alive. Now, you can get a policy like on 3 or 4 of them, and as time go on, when they begin to expire, it's building wealth. Mm-hmm. And after so long, it can take care of itself. So, I never even thought about it like that, but it's like, that's what people should be doing, instead of, we as a people, a lot of people waste a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And I used to say to myself, man, I paying insurance all the time, man, I don't want it, but you spending that anyway.
Mm-hmm. We're the biggest consumers. My son used to say that to me. I used to be a big consumer. I ain't no more. I didn't realize that I was until my oldest boy said, Mama, you a consumer. I was like, what you mean I'm a consumer? He said, every time I come over here, you got something new. Right. I was like, what you mean? He's like, you always buying something. And I was like, so is my money? He was like, you are a big consumer. And I had to realize and sit back and do a reality check. He was like, you sure right? I go in my room. Let's be real. We got shoes in our closet and outside the closet. That's too much. Right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no but 2 feet. Why we got all these shoes?
Exactly.
Why we got all these stuff? It's really materialistic.
Right.
And so I know exactly what you're saying. We spend our money on what we want, not what we need, what we want. And that's what we have to get corrected, is our wanter.
Yeah.
What we want is sometimes not always good for us.
Yeah.
But what we need is what we need to actually look into. And like I tell people all the time, do more research for yourself, not for what nobody else tell you. Do it for yourself.
Right.
And invest in yourself. And insurance is something to invest in, because it can pay you later. Like, it can pay you later. All of my kids have an IUL. Because even though I only have one biological grandbaby, my daughter and my oldest son eventually gonna give me grandbabies as well. Yeah. And when they decide I want them to leave their baby something, I want them to have the financial literacy that I have to be able to leave something. I tell them all the time, don't worry about what's in my bank because I work for that. Just know that insurance is what you need to go cash in.
Yeah.
That's what I got for y'all. And I'm going to make sure everybody okay. But, yeah, don't worry about my bank account. Mama lived. Just know that.
Right. So, in your experience with insurance, what would you say would be the best policy to get? It just depends on certain circumstances, or what?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The best policy that I've seen this far is those IULs, and it's an investment. You can invest in this policy. Plus, it's a life insurance, so you have death benefits and you have living benefits. And when I say living benefits, is those are the policies. Remember, I told you about you basically having money to retire off of. These policies build, and what I've learned is. I was looking for somebody to invest at least up to about $500 to $1,000 a month, but you can actually put whatever you can. Like, say for instance, you can only just store with 50. 50 probably give you 100,000, and this is whole life. And then I really wish I would have brought a table to show you how the money actually grow, because I got it on my children, and I only pay like $25 a month for them kids because they still young. Okay, with that being said, I got it where they retire at 55. My babies ain't working all their life. So when the premium stops at 55, but they still have a certain amount of life insurance, and then they got enough to where it'll pay them. They don't know about it, but mama know it. That it'll pay them a certain amount a month. And then not only with the insurance company that I write with, I'm leaving them residual income to where, like, I receive it now. When I die, I have a beneficiary, which is the kids. It'll split it with them in 3 ways because I have 3 children. They will receive a check every month off of my work that I've done. So that's another thing is, like I said, financial literacy is leaving these kids more than just debt, leaving them something to where they can work off of, because we was in survival mode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our parents was in survival mode. They didn't know about what I know about today.
Right.
And technology wasn't the technology we have today either.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Things have changed, and it's time for us as a people to just sit down and think financially. Like, should I go do this, or should I go do that, or should I invest in this? And it's like investing in stock.
Right.
But there's no guarantee on stock.
Right.
But the policies that I do carry, it's a part of stock, but guess what? It don't drop like stock do. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
It doesn't drop at all. If the stock market drop, it stays level.
I heard you say something a while ago about the premium stops. So that means, you said something about the premium stops at 55. So that means at that point, you don't have to pay on the policy no more.
And it's still billing that cash value, and it's still billing that your life insurance.
Dang, 55 is around the corner for me.
You and me both.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, like, dang. Wow.
Yep, it stops. They don't pay any more money at 55 years old. Then they still get that death benefit, and then they have enough to, if they want to be their own bank, they could, or they can just draw their money. And it doesn't affect their life insurance. They still have their life insurance. And they have what they consider is like a paid-up policy.
A lot of people don't even know that this stuff is going on. They just pay for insurance and go on. But what I like about you is you really break it down and explain stuff. You really break it down and explain it and help me understand. I call myself, man, when people I'll be telling them. When I come by people, I'll be telling them about you, and then I'll be telling them, hey, this what this means. You ought to do this what you did. And then, like, did you get this? People bring me papers and look, and I'm like, well, you know what this means, right? You know, and a lot of people don't even be knowing what's going on.
Trust me, out of the years I've done insurance, a lot of them didn't even know what they had. All they say, I got insurance. And I'll be like, let me look at it. and they'll show it to me, and I break it down to them exactly what, because a lot of them was lied to.
Dang.
I'm gonna be honest with you, they was lied to. They wasn't told the truth about it was certain people come out to their houses and selling them policies that they thinking that was actually beneficial, but it wasn't. It was only beneficial to that agent.
Dang.
And I don't know why people do that. They'll just sell you anything. I'm not with that. I want to sell you something and make sure that you have the knowledge of how it works.
Exactly.
Before I left my previous company, I did policy reviews. I know over 50-some people. Maybe more than that. I just stopped counting at 50.
Dang.
And how it actually works is, even if they didn't have a policy with that actual company, and if I came in their prison, I would tell them the month before, I was like, hey, when I come back next month, have your policy here. We're going to call that insurance company that you insuring with, and we're going to find out how much you got, cash value and the face amount. And I did that for a lot of clients. I build a good relationship with people doing that as well. I do policy reviews right now. I tell them, meet me in my office. You ain't got to buy nothing from me. It ain't about the money with me, because the money going to come. It's about helping your fellow person. You know what I'm saying? Like letting them know what they got. Because a lot of people they was selling people accident policies. What if you don't die in no accident? What if you die of natural causes? That means that was a waste of money you just spent 20, 30 years on.
I'm glad you said that, because that's important. So if you got an accidental and you die of natural cause, that policy don't kick in? Whoa, so the accident is just strictly on accident.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I will sell you an accidental added to your policy. But me just selling you, I will sell you an accidental policy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you know, it only if you die in an accident. That's how this policy will work. You can get it paid like that. But other than that, no, you need an actual whole life policy. You can add accidental death benefits on there, but it's best to actually get an actual life insurance policy.
Do they have like a disability portion in there? Like, let's say like if you got hurt,
it's called waiver of premium, and how that actually works is if you become disabled and you no longer can work, this will help cover your policy for you. Right, for the life of it, you won't have to worry about making another payment on it. But that, like I tell people all the time, you got to have some paperwork. Just because you say, "Oh, my doctor said I'm disabled," paperwork. The company wants paperwork, so we can actually file it, and then they'll kick in and start paying your premium for you.
You know, that's probably how a lot of these businesses, like when I financed through the bank, they adding gap insurance and all that stuff on there with that. And see, they added all that on and I'm paying for that too. So it's like, when it boils down to it, that's all it is. They doing the same thing. That's really what's making the banks all this money. Like if the banks these days, they put insurance on you too. When they add it in, they pay it. They pay it, and they add it in the term of your loan. They add all that in there.
You're right, and it's best to anybody out there. If you purchase a vehicle, get gap insurance on it, because you just never know what would happen. Just in case you total your car out, that'll cover what your car insurance company don't cover as well.
Can you get gap insurance separately from the bank?
I don't sell it,
okay.
So I don't know. That's the only place I've ever purchased it from, like when I purchased a vehicle.
Yeah, because I've always wondered that, is there anybody out there like that offers it where like but
where
then
you can buy it, actually.
Yeah, but then again, you wouldn't need gap insurance if your vehicle's already paid off.
Right. The only thing you need is just continue to keep paying your car insurance. Just keep paying that car insurance. The gap is actually included with, because it's to help. It's really, to be honest, the bank asks you if you do, if you don't. Some people don't, but I ain't never bought a car that I ain't put no gap on.
Right. The one I went through, they just added on because they just ain't taking the chance.
No, and you will want it added on as well. You don't want to get it without it.
Yeah.
You know, I even, like, if I go get a loan from the bank, I put insurance on that loan.
Yes, and that you can do that too.
I've done it several times. I've what they say, I've borrowed against my own money before.
Yeah.
You know how you can be your own bank, you can borrow against your own money.
Yeah.
I put insurance on that where I paid a little extra, you know, before I paid the actual money back. Because something could happen. We're not promised tomorrow. I can step out this door and fall and hit my head and kill myself. That will cover it where it wouldn't leave that on my boyfriend or on my kids.
Yeah.
He can actually be able to still go to that bank and get this money out, and because it's covered, or the kids can go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I put insurance on everything.
I was talking to my wife one time about my policies and the policies and how they work. And a lot of times people don't want to have them conversations. I'm like, look, you got to know what to do if this happen. If this happen, take this, take that. These people, these who you call, they should be sending you a check. All the vehicles going to be paid off. You know what I'm saying? And I got to think, sometimes that's depressing, because one day, you know, when we go through struggles out here in life, I got to think one day, I said, dang, man, you have insurance on so much stuff, seems like you better off dead to take care of everything.
Yeah.
That really would wipe out all your debt if your life was gone. So it can be depressing, also a good thing. I'm like, dang, if I was gone, man, all of this will be paid off. All this stuff will be done with. So, you know, it's just good to know that leaving some sense of security. And I be telling my kids, I stay on them. It's kind of hard to get the young folks to focus in on, hey, you know, this leading, you're young now, but it's leading you somewhere, and that's if you make it.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just so much going on now.
It is. It's a lot going on. And just FYI to the people, GoFundMes are not actually nothing that you bury a person with. Only reason why I'm speaking on that, because I see a lot of them. And the GoFundMe get a percentage of your money.
Oh.
You don't get all that. People can donate enough to cover any type of funeral expense, but GoFundMe gonna get a portion of it. When an insurance company don't, they just get that premium that you pay a little and get a lot back. So it's best to actually pay for some life insurance.
Dang, so the GoFundMe is really a hustle.
It is. Yeah, it is. I didn't realize that until I started doing research on it. I love to do research on anything. So I started doing research on it, and yeah, they get a percentage. I can't remember how much, if it's 8 or 10%. That's still a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So yeah, they are taking from a person that is in need, when all you have to do is just purchase a policy. If you can't even afford it, if it's enough of y'all to go into it together, anything beats nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people that they are siblings and they got a dad or a mom that needs some insurance, y'all pitch in together. If it's 5 kids, I know y'all can pay $45 together. That's a couple dollars a piece.
Yeah.
To actually get some insurance on your actual family member.
Now, I want you to explain something real quick. Now, I saw you do a video the other day where you were basically saying, you was talking about if certain people had certain health conditions, then you would have to do this or you would have to get that. Can you explain that again?
Yeah. Basically, if you got high blood pressure, you just take like one blood pressure pill. I can get you a standard. Okay. If you're diabetic and you taking an actual pill, not that shot. Now the shot is a total difference. But if you're actually taking a pill, I can get you a standard. I have actually been able to get a person a standard policy that take high blood pressure and a diabetic pill. It was controlled. They wasn't going in no sugar coma. Their blood pressure wasn't high. It was controlled. Their readings were controlled. Everything was controlled and had been controlled, because there's a report that we run when you're doing some type of life insurance. It runs a report that tell about whatever come up on your medical record. I can't see it, but the company can. And they'll let me know that XYZ And the reason it'll say, it don't tell me the actual medicine. It'll be like the pharmaceutical reason, or your motor vehicle record can get you from not getting a life insurance policy. Yeah, those suspended driver license, DUIs, things like that can stop you from getting life insurance. You can get a guaranteed issue. But I got a company that I can, even with that DUI, they'll still insure you with a standard policy. That's why I tell people all the time, if the first company I try and they can't do it, I go to my second company. That's my go-to. I try to get you with this company first before I take you over to the second company. All are great companies. It's just that one have stipulations that the other one don't. So, yeah. But
so on a guaranteed issue, again, for those that may not know, that's the one they advertise the most, where they basically say no health questions, no nothing.
Right. And normally, with the guarantee issue, you have to live 2 years for it to go into full benefits. But it actually, it's a whole life policy. It builds cash value just like a regular whole life insurance policy does. It just let us know that you are sick. And sick don't mean you're at death sick. It meaning that you may have your blood pressure is out of whack. You on 2 and 3 blood pressure pills. You're taking a shot for your diabetes, or you either have heart failure or some other type of condition that I'm not naming. So basically, you just can also still be insured. Now it's a little bit more expensive than the regular whole life policy, but it can still get you coverage. You still get covered no matter how sick you are. You have cancer, I can still get you covered.
Does on a guaranteed issue, is there a cap on it? Like you could get a $200,000 guaranteed issue?
Yeah, it is a cap. So it stops. It just depends on the company that I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Some companies stop at $25,000. Some of them go higher. Like I've seen $100,000 for a graded policy. Because
that's probably what people would do. They would just do that. Yeah, once you got 2 years, they know they finna get $200,000-$300,000. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, I wonder if it's a cap on there, because you could just get $1 million policy on a guarantee issue, pay it for 2 years. You know you good. Then you can then you winning. Then. But yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense. So now on the standard, I heard you say something on standard. Now the standard policy, they don't build cash value. Oh, they do?
Standards are actually a whole life.
Oh.
That's all it is. It's just a whole life policy. I just use different terms for it. But yeah, a standard policy is a whole life policy. It's basically, and it builds cash value. Term policies normally don't. Some term, like the T65, they do, but like I say, you get to age 65, you no longer insured. But the thing about a T65 is you can convert them over to a whole life policy without any health questions. But we're going to run you for a 65-year-old male or female. So that means it's going to be expensive. So it's just, like I tell people all the time, I give options on which one, because the term is more affordable, but affordable ain't always the best.
I have a question also. At a certain point in your life, does it change? Like, let's just say, like, okay, you in your 20s, you looking at this range on a policy, but once you hit 30s, does it kind of change when does it really, like, because I know, because like you said, at 60, it's going to be high. Because they know most likely, you're getting close. You got more years behind you than in front of you.
That's right. That's right.
So, okay.
And I can, basically, with that, it's best I'm going to be honest with you. It's okay to get a policy whatever age you are, but you're just going to be quoted for the age that right then and there, that obtained age, which with the age you are today.
Right.
But I do have companies that I can insure from 0 to 85 years old. So people always say, some places after 80 we can't insure you. Baby, if y'all need to get a policy on Granny or Pawpaw, I can insure him before he hit 85 years old. It's going to be expensive, but we can get Pawpaw some insurance. And that's when, as I tell people all the time, that's when it's time for the family to come together. For that, to help pay for it.
You know, I wish I would have known this a while ago. Boy, I could have been, because I've lost some loved ones, and people was left struggling trying to pull funds together. People bring 500 here, 100 there, and a policy, the right policy would have just took care of all of that.
That's right.
Nobody, people just don't know.
No, then that's the thing about our community. We don't know exactly. We don't know. We just didn't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a kid, the job that I stopped doing 3 years ago, it used to be a guy that come over to my mom's house, and he would collect her insurance premium. I didn't know what it was back then. Yeah. I just said, "Here come the insurance man, mama," and he would come in. He was real nice. He always talked to us, and I didn't know about insurance then. You know what I'm saying? Right. And but I, like I do now, never thought in a million years I'd be doing his job, going door to door. Right. I still go door to door, even though I have a office space. Don't be surprised you see me in your neighborhood. Oh yeah, you be out there. Your heart really in it. Because to be honest, even these 11 and a half years, I still ain't scratched the surface of Texarkana, and I was Arkansas. See, now I'm insured. I can do 14 states. Every year, a new state is added to my license. So now I was licensed. I think last year I had 11 states. I don't got 3 more since then. So I'm licensed in 14 states, and it's time for me to start traveling to them. And I do business in some of them. I did business all the way in Virginia with life insurance.
Well, I tell you what, my audience, they from all over, New York, North Carolina, California, Texas, all over. So listen, y'all make sure y'all find her. She's going to be tagged in this video, but I'm pretty sure that if you have any questions about policies, this is the right person right here. I even, she explained it to me so to where now, and she gonna take care of you too. This it ain't like, this ain't a person like you just gonna be getting like you heard what she said a while ago. She don't even like to sell no $10,000 policy. Like, this gonna be somebody who's gonna get you some insurance that's gonna give you some that's gonna let you know that you taken care of, and it's not gonna be expensive either. I just look at it like, shoot, I have $100 a month coming out. I have $100 a month I pay for all my stuff, but hey, and I can live knowing, like, and I be saying to myself now, shoot, if anything go, that ain't going. I'm in it for the long haul. That ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to look at it like it's like a chest buried. You see what I'm saying? And when it all go bad, you can go to that chest. You see what I'm saying? And pick yourself back up and keep going. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's right.
All of y'all out there, make sure you I got the page. Follow her page too. Let them know about your page.
Okay, yes, my business page is Legendary Insurance Brokerage. My phone number is 870-826-2771. And also you can visit me at my office. It's 3417 New Boston Road, Texarkana, Texas, 75501. I'm available for, like I say, even if you have a policy that's not with me and you want to make sure that mom or dad has the right policy, come visit me. I'm open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and I changed my time to Tuesday through Friday and some Saturdays. And the reason being, on Mondays I do a lot of paperwork on Monday. Or I might have to do a notary. I am a mobile notary as well, and I do a lot of that. So to my realtors out there, if you're looking for a notary as well, because I am experienced in refinancing homes, seller's packages with actually buying homes. I'm affiliated with law firms as well. So I'm pretty much experienced in both areas in actually the mobile notary business, well, in notary business and in insurance. So, and I do with the homeowners insurance as well. So, yeah, if any realtors out there, which I have already connected with one today, if there's any other realtors out there that are needing any type of assistance or any business cards to give to their clients about different insurance that I sell that can help their actual client on buying their home, I'm here for that, and I can notarize their papers as well.
Wow. Man, you just got your hands full. Now you taking off. I love it. You know what I mean? Because I remember the first time we was talking about this. Now you got a card, which I meant to. I be so busy. I meant to call you about switching my car insurance. I just went to Progressive because they was offering a pretty decent deal, but I still like to shop around to see what's going on. But I still will contact you about one particular. I'll let you know that. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all. I'm telling you. I've seen a lot of insurance people, and it's just her. I don't know, man. She just really got her heart in it. She caught me off rip when I saw her online explaining it and breaking down. She really has a heart for this, and she's really trying to educate people out there and help you understand so you can start. And the sooner the better. The sooner the better. I put this stuff out here because I have a lot of viewers, and I want you to understand that when it comes to this insurance and stuff, the sooner the better. Like, look, do it as early as possible. If you got kids, let them know. And if your kids got kids, let them know. And you can do it. You can put one on them. If they don't do it themselves, just, just know in the back of your mind that, everything gonna be taken care of. So the sooner the better. But yeah, I appreciate you coming by. I know you busy and stuff like that. But I definitely appreciate you for coming by again. And you always got a spot here. Anytime you need to get out here, anytime you need to say something to the people, I'm gonna constantly bring you in every so quarterly, just to keep the people educated and keep them knowing. If you need car insurance, life insurance, or I'm pretty sure she don't mind if you don't even know where to start with insurance. She's a person that could help you understand what you need and what will help you, because she did it for me. So, and I'm good with mine. So, nevertheless, but I appreciate you stopping by again.
Yes, thank you for having me again.
Oh, yeah, no problem. And y'all stay tuned. Y'all keep up with us. Anything else you need to say?
No, that was it.
All right. Well, y'all definitely keep up with her and pay attention. And remember, it is important. This insurance, you want to get this because this is one of those things that can start generational wealth and leave yourself some security to know that you have your business taken care of as time go on. And I appreciate you again for stopping by.
Yes, thank you for having me.
All right.